From here to hapa, hizo zimewekwa kwa juala moja.
I cannot explain, lakini ilikuwa unyama wa hali ya juu.
In the heart of Kenya's bustling capital, a heartbreaking story unfolded that sent shockwaves through the nation. Today on Chronicles Revealed, we explore one of the most tragic chapters in Kenya's recent history, the case of Rita Waeni Muendo. This story serves as a somber reminder of the dangers social media can pose, particularly for our youth. Please note, viewer discretion is advised due to the sensitive nature of the content out of respect for those affected by this tragedy. Rita Waeni Muendo, a 20-year-old beloved for her gentle nature and academic excellence, was a third-year student at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. In her community in Mukimwani, Makueni County, Rita was a beacon of kindness and an active participant in church and community service. Her academic journey, marked by outstanding achievements in her Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, inspired many. Rita's warm heart and dedication to helping others will forever be remembered by her family, friends, and those whose lives she touched. Rita had no idea that just 8 days after reading her grandfather's eulogy on 6th January 2024, her life would take a tragic turn. A stranger she met on Instagram would soon change everything in the worst possible way. How can something as innocent as social media become a dangerous trap? How often do we really consider the risks of online encounters? Rita Waeni first met her alleged killer on Instagram. Though she was initially cautious, she eventually agreed to meet him. Investigators noted the suspect's choice to communicate primarily through Instagram instead of direct calls, underscoring the dangers that can come with online interactions. Their conversations revealed a disturbing pattern. The suspect, described as persistent and manipulative, repeatedly pushed for in-person meetings despite Waeni's reluctance. Trusting her instincts, she declined several invitations and even confronted him about his intentions. This situation makes us ask, are we truly aware of the potential dangers lurking in online communication? Despite her initial resistance, the suspect manipulated her emotions, claiming he was leaving the country soon and wished to meet one last time. This deceptive tactic lowered her guard and led to their fateful encounter, setting in motion the tragic events that followed. On the day of their meeting, Rita informed her aunt she was going to meet a friend, unaware of the danger that lay ahead. She traveled to Roysambu, where tragically her life was cut short inside an Airbnb on January 13, 2024. Suspect had carefully planned every detail, using cash to book the apartment and providing false identification to cover his tracks. His actions that day point to a deeply disturbing level of premeditation, leaving behind heartbreak and shock for all who knew and loved Rita. Their entire interaction unfolded on Instagram, where the suspect was able to create a false persona, manipulating Rita without raising any alarm. Surveillance footage captured him arriving at 4:20 p.m. as he spoke with Priscilla Minor to collect the keys to the Airbnb. This carefully orchestrated plan tragically led to a heartbreaking outcome, highlighting the dangers of online deception. The suspect, masked by his attire, arrived carrying a bag with hidden items. After picking up the keys to the Airbnb, he communicated with Rita via Instagram to confirm their meeting details. They had exchanged descriptions of what they would be wearing before heading to their Airbnb apartment, House B1 on the ground floor of Thika Road Mall. This case underscores a significant concern: how predators can exploit social media to deceive and manipulate unsuspecting individuals. The investigation revealed that this tragic event was not a spur-of-the-moment crime, but a carefully planned act of violence. The suspect's strategic use of Instagram to build trust and his meticulous preparation for the meeting highlight the need for heightened awareness about the potential risks of online interactions. After connecting with a stranger on Instagram, Rita Waeni found herself in a distressing situation when her abductors demanded a ransom of 500,000 Kenyan shillings for her safe return. The demand, sent from Rita's own phone at 5 a.m. on January 14, 2024, sent her family into a state of panic. Her father, Mr. Stephen Mutea, promptly reported the abduction to Mlolongo Police Station and the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, prompting an urgent investigation. Despite their swift response, the situation tragically ended with a profound impact on her loved ones. After sending distressing messages, the suspect quietly left the Airbnb where he and Rita had been. By 9 a.m., caretaker Mark Auma at Greenhouse Apartment noticed unusual stains outside apartment B1 where they had stayed. Concerned, he reached out to Priscilla Minor, the owner, to confirm if the guests had departed as planned. With the neighbors' help, they entered the apartment, finding it clean and apparently normal. However, following the trail of stains, they got a tragic discovery in the building's garbage collection area. Rita's remains, unfortunately, were found in trash bags. The caretaker immediately contacted Kasarani Police Station, leading to a prompt response to recover Rita's remains and begin the investigation. Upon examination at the city mortuary, it was discovered that Rita's head was missing, prompting the police to intensify their investigation into this case. How can we raise awareness about the dangers of online interactions? What practical steps can individuals and families take to protect themselves from potential threats? Forensic experts made a troubling discovery at the crime scene. It appeared that Rita Waeni had been drugged before her tragic demise. This unsettling revelation raises important questions about the events that transpired that night. The police investigation focused on the crime scene within the bathroom of the rental property, highlighting the unexpected vulnerabilities that tenants might face even in environments that seem safe. In light of the disturbing details surrounding Rita Waeni's demise and the suspect's attempted escape, how effective do you think our criminal justice system is at swiftly apprehending and prosecuting those responsible for such serious crimes? On January 16, 2024, following the tragic events, a suspect with a Mozambican passport attempted to flee the country, raising important questions about our system's response to such grave situations. Authorities intercepted the suspect at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, marking a critical point in the investigation. He was promptly taken to Kasarani Police Station for further questioning. Despite close scrutiny and attempts to identify him by witnesses, including the Airbnb owner, no conclusive evidence linked him to the crime, leading to his release from suspicion. In the days following the tragic events, the Airbnb owner, Priscilla Minor, faced legal issues for not following proper guest registration procedures. Additionally, 3 residents from a nearby apartment, Mutiso, Omondi, and Kinoti, were briefly detained. They asserted their innocence, explaining they were engaged in a football game during the night of the incident and were unaware of any suspicious activity. On January 17, 2024, Magistrate Justus Kituku extended the detention of Priscilla Minor, Mutiso, Omondi, and Kinoti to assist with the ongoing investigations. They were set to appear in court on January 25, 2024. On January 19, 2024, a postmortem examination of Rita Waeni revealed disturbing details about the circumstances surrounding her death. Dr. Johansen Oduor, the government pathologist, reported that Rita had sustained serious injuries, including cuts, and suggested a planned methodological attack. Additionally, the condition of her fingernails pointed to an attempt to remove any remaining evidence. The investigation took a somber turn on 21 January 2024 when a significant discovery was made in Kimuga village, Kiambaa. Locals found a human head wrapped in a blouse and placed in a bag at Kiambaa Dam. The blouse was identified as belonging to Rita, adding to the heart-wrenching nature of the case. Additional items, including her phone, were also found. In the latest updates on the investigation into the tragic case of Rita Waeni, new suspects have emerged: William Ovie Opia and John Bull Abo. Mr. Opie was found with an expired Nigerian passport, while Mr. Abo had reported his passport lost 2 years earlier. In the ongoing investigation into the tragic case of Rita Waeni, authorities conducted a search at the suspect's residence in Denderu, about 20 kilometers from Nairobi. During the search, they recovered several items including a butcher's knife and a small axe which are being examined in connection with the case. Reports suggest that Mr. Opia claimed that he bought the axe online for self-defense purposes. Despite ongoing efforts, the search for Rita's perpetrator continues and the authorities are working diligently to bring justice. Rita Waeni Muendo's story is a somber reminder of the impact of violence and the urgent need for reform in mental health support and investigative practices. Her tragic case calls for a renewed focus on enhancing safety measures, improving social media awareness, and ensuring justice is served promptly and effectively. We honor Rita's memory by committing to these changes and working towards a more compassionate and secure society. Thank you for joining us as we explored this important issue. If you found this video valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to activate the bell to stay updated with our latest content. Stay safe and take care.